Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody. So let's keep going with our euro currency situation. This market is not pleased us with a lot of activity recently. But in general everything goes as it should too, at least as it should by our trading plan that we discussed in the weekly report. And yes, the market has dropped a bit lower, but still hasn't quite reached yet the extension that we have set. It's 115.12 approximately. It's 115.12 area. So there are two moments that we need to pay attention to. Is on the euro currency and another one on the dollar index. So first one is on the euro currency. So you can see that recent action market currently shows the minor bounce, and it comes close to MACD predictor line. So maybe today we could get the grabber. So previously we have the grabbers on the dollar index. Now it's turn of the euro currency to show something. So maybe we will get the grabbers here, and that will justify the possible drop and final completion of this target that actually grabbers suggest the setting on the new lows. That's the first moment. Second moment stands on the dollar index, because on the dollar index you can see that grabbers are completed. So because market jumped above the previous top, and formally minimum target of the grabbers is done. So the market sets the new top. At the same time, based on the behavior of the price here, as you can see, the market has jumped up and closed. So it was trading till the end of the session, somewhere slightly above the previous top. So it stands above the top. It means that it still could move slightly higher. I suggest that, well, it seems that probably the butterfly could be completed just to complete this reversal pattern. So to reach the 127 extension of this most recent retracement and complete the butterfly. This is very good sign to us, because we could get on the dollar index bearish reversal pattern, which means that on the euro currency we should get the corresponding bullish reversal background. And maybe, I hope that maybe right from this point the major reaction on the resistance or dollar index stance and correspondingly on the euro currency, this is support, will start finally. So because around this area we do not have any other significant extensions, targets or something of that sort. This major targets already has been reached. So that's why I do not see any contradiction with the fact that dollar index has completed the minimum target of the grabbers, but while the euro currency just starts to form. So just is forming, because it could mean the one thing that the grabbers will not stop right at the minimum target. So it could just support further dollar index appreciation here. So that's the conclusion that we could make on the daily chart. On the intraday charts, mostly the picture stands the same as yesterday. So flag has been broken down here. XLP has not been reached yet. So it's another reason why we think that should be some downward continuation. Market right now is retesting the broken trend line. So it is not returned back in the flag, which actually would be not very good sign for us. But it's just retesting, showing some kind of the kiss goodbye or something of that sort. So, and now showing some minor pullback. On the hourly chart, we're still watching for 3 drive pattern. And since the third drive has already stands in progress, we should not get too significant upward action above the trend line or something of that sort. So market should find some power to reverse down and keep going to the third drive. That's the things that we should keep an eye on. Once again, guys, if you have taken the short position recently in the flag, well, that's great. You could just move your stops to the break even and watch what will happen next. Maybe you could consider taking the short position today as well, based on the stops that we have here. But this is very tactical short-term stops that barely relates to the daily picture that we are watching for. Actually, here we are mostly waiting for a completion of the free drive to consider taking the long position, rather than trying to catch the minimum swings to on the short side of the market. But still, it's not forbidden, so you could use here this minor local fib levels to consider taking the position, some resistance levels. Well, it's just the same routine that we usually do when we plan to take the trade. So, but this is very short-term scale, and that's why I'm just not putting any analysis on the possible taking the short position here, because I think that when I release this video, it's probably this scenario either will be cancelled or it will be already in progress. So, and by this view, I just understand for myself that pointing on setups on hourly chart and lower time frames usually will be already in the past when I put the video in the mailing list. So that's why here is just as your homework, your task. If you would like to trade here on the bearish side, you could consider possibly some situations that might be formed here. So anyway, as you can see, activity stands low. It's not a lot of things that we need to comment. Just let's keep watching on the dollar index, how situation will develop with this butterfly pattern, and correspondingly watching a parallel view what is going on in euro currency. So we would like to see the market hits the extension and target and complete the free drive. Maybe if everything will go well, we will get the grabber today, and it will lead us to desirable result.